Good morning, everyone. Welcome, welcome. It is March 28th, March 28th, 2023. It's Tuesday today, leading up into, I think, Thursday and Friday. We do have some news here pre-market. Otherwise, it seems fairly quiet and nothing really is going on right now. Yesterday, we had a fairly balanced day, just sideways overall movement, realistically. Nothing really to look at. No real news that's coming out. We have some political news, naturally, that's coming out of different places like Israel, for example. I don't want to jump too much into that, right? Just looking at from a financial news perspective, looking at not really that much. Again, we still have high short interest stocks like Bed Bath and Beyond, WeWork. There's a long list of that. But one of the main things that I do want to talk about is what we have on the overall scale in terms of the order flow and technical perspective of the market. This is the main thing that I want to talk about. Maybe we can talk some about the macro a little, but that doesn't really have too much to do on a day-to-day basis unless news events do drop that current day. So, for example, we have Fed's bar that's testifying on bank oversight, which comes out at 10 a.m. today. Other than that, we don't have that much crazy news going on now. Yesterday in the market, what had happened was we have we saw, I should say, we had a decent drop from the area that we were looking for on the technical perspective, right? We were looking at the mid 30s, low 30s as kind of a top mark where we saw a lot of drawdown in the market. Now, yesterday, what had happened was if we take a look at different profiles, if we take a look at a market profile, for example, a TPO, a volume profile, we'll notice that there was a key area where we had a single print in the market that shaped up in and around 4015s. 4015s became this huge barrier that a lot of sell block pressure came in, and eventually into the end of the day, we did get a pop into the mid high 20s before dropping back into almost the lows of the current session. So it was a pretty ugly close overall, and the bears really took control into the end of the day, really putting some worry on the bull side. Now, today, right, we are still pushing down from that 20 region, from the area that we were looking at yesterday, as a huge pivot. But in today's scenario, these bears are going to have to press lower. Otherwise, we're going to see a pretty strong market reversal where we're going to get a buy stop run. That's why I'm saying it is the last chance for these bears. Now, there's a single print that's shaping up at the same area here overnight as we saw yesterday, which singles out in around that 4015 region, right? Plus or minus like a few points, like a point or two here and there. But in that 15 region, there's still a lot of activity, which should hold out as a final chance for any sellers to come in. So today, what we're going to have to see is there's a distribution block that sits at 3990 to the downside, that opens up very aggressively lower. It's like a 40, 50 point distribution to the downside. And bears would have to accept under that and into that to get control of this market to that downside. If that fails to happen, and right now we're seeing an accumulation of volume at the lows of the current overnight, that makes for a potential pop to the upside. So today is what this title means. It's the last chance for these bears. Really, we do have news, yes, on Thursday and Friday, but it becomes a last chance for the bears to really come in and step and take this market to the downside. It's a very pivotal moment for these bears as there's a lot of volume that's been created in these distribution blocks. And what generally happens with that is you're getting a compressive area. Said compressive area, if we get multiple days of balance, it usually results in a very strong expansionary move to one end or the other. Now, we've seen constant reoffers from the bear side, but we haven't really broken that many lows. So it's getting very difficult for these bears to take control of this if we don't get it pretty much today. So that's one of the main things that I'm looking for. I'm going to start the day off bearish, see if we can actually drop through some of these areas and break through that 4,000 area, break through that 3990 area, and see if that downside press comes in. This well today pretty much, right? There's not that much volume, there's not that much news related to this, so we're probably going to wait a lot until we see what that news is until the end of the week to get some kind of new information in the market. So with that being said, a very short update. There wasn't really much news overall, nothing really at all. Just some of the things that we'll be looking for today and this coming move. So with that being said, come check us out at community.tradeproacademy.com. I don't really have anything else. If you have any questions, let me know. I appreciate that. Design Inc. And that's it. There's nothing else to it realistically. When it comes down to what I'm looking at today, it's a very, very slow start to the day, I would say. It's very simple in that regard. There's a few key levels. Yesterday, there was only like two, three levels worth trading with a lot of slow active movement, or I should say slow reactive movement. And it was kind of choppy. So I don't want to get caught in that today. There might be, again, two to three levels to play off of, as they're not necessarily that much news. PCE comes out this week. A lot of eyes could be on that, and that's about it. So thank you for watching. Check us out on social media, Twitter and whatnot. You can check us out tradeproacademy.com on Twitter. We post a lot of trade ideas there, and also community.tradeproacademy.com. Which is our free Discord channel where we do post, again, more ideas there. So thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Happy trading. Trade small, trade slow, and we'll live to fight another day.